Hey, could you wish David Feldman a happy birthday? He's a fellow New Jersey guy. He's a fan of yours.
David Feldman, happy birthday. Congratulations.
Oh!
Comedians open cards! Welcome Ooh! And the cars are all full. No more cars, baby!
Unity is clearly very important to you.
Yes.
So I'm David Bacon from the David Feldman Show.
Yes, as a vegan, I love bacon.
Yes.
David Bacon.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
And as a fellow vegetarian, also, I'm partial to bacon. Okay, so here's my question about unity.
Yes.
I have to bring up race because we live in a place where you are considered black and I am considered white. And that's not all right. That's done to divide, not bring us together, so that you are not like me, trying to make us enemies. They're trying to make us enemies, like the Dems versus the Repubs, or the Crips versus the Bloods. So I have to say, we've lost our way. So what are you going to do to turn that around and let everyone see we're standing on the same ground?
I love it. Okay, that almost sounds like a poem for crying out loud. You've got some serious rhymes. Jay-Z has nothing like great. First of all, I luxuriate in the wonderful diversity of this country. I am so happy that I learned as a little kid growing up eating at my best friend's house, Jimmy D'Onofrio's, that I am part Italian, my stomach. I love that I was going to bat mitzvahs and bar mitzvahs when I was a teenager and learned about a great culture in this country. I love that now I hang out with friends of mine. I just had a conversation literally with a student here about Shiva and other Hindu gods. We are better because of our diversity. I do not want to homogenize America. We are different, but that makes us stronger. And this is the challenge of this next president, because we have seen, in fact, since 9/11, the majority of our terrorist attacks have been homegrown, right-wing extremists. The majority of those have been white supremacists. So the challenge we have in America is not our diversity. Our challenge we have in America is hate and bigotry. And we need to be standing against that. But again, it's not just what you're against, it's what you're affirming every day and what you're for. And so how am I going to deal with this?
Right, how do we do it?
This is, to me, the big challenge of the next president, is to begin to show this country who we are. This president uses his social media platforms every day. He literally retweets white supremacists.
Right.
He does things creatively on his platform to divide. I'm telling you, there's nobody in this race who has more experience creating coalitions to do things that other people said couldn't get done, to get people to care about urban spaces like Newark, New Jersey, that before I was mayor, it was hard to get developers or philanthropists to even care enough to come to the city. In the Senate right now, as much as there seems to be, as you talked about, tribalism going back and forth, the only major bipartisan bill to pass under this president was the one I led from the Democratic side in the Senate for criminal justice reform. My whole life has been about bringing people together. And the last thing I'll say is Brene Brown said that. One of the ways to do that is understand that it's hard to hate up close. We've got to pull people in.
Good call.
And so what I'm going to do as President of the United States is bring more light and more attention to the wonderful diversity of our nation, help us to understand each other, to know each other better, so that we better can work together and do great things. All right, keep going. Yes, sir, just because I love that hat, and I suspect it covers some great baldness, sir.
Hey, good stuff.
Well, yeah, that's fun. I don't know, you know.
How's
the gum?
Beatty, look at
Not
that.
good.
Yeah, you know, I saw a video of you doing this, and I feel like you're kind of like comedy's Nardwar.
That's been and do to
Yes.
do. You don't want a picture? Okay.
Well, it's all.
Comedians opening cards. No coffee.
God, and make sure you go and you like and subscribe and you check out all of his other, things.